he got extra damage as fire, so, and he got accuracy too. That's, I don't know. Okay, wish me luck. Oh my god! I can't even take his normal attack. That's ridiculous! The fuck are you supposed to do? That explode, right? Oh. Hello again, Derp here. So, I guess this is a follow-up video of my Brain Rattler Earthquake build. So initially, I just want to make a Brain Rattler build, and I see no guide with a build that I really like, because literally every single two-handed build is a Cyclone build, and I just don't like Cyclone, so I'm like, fine, I'm just gonna try and make my own very first build all by myself. So I was initially thinking, hey, maybe I could kill Shaper with it, and I would be happy enough with the build. Turns out I managed to kill Uber Elder too. I mean, not deathless, but I think if I just want to kill Uber Elder only without caring about if I do it deathless or not, I think I can do it not too hard with 6 portal. So I'm really happy with the build. But my endgame goal or league goal per se is to find O and kill him. Since stealth actually, but I was not able to find O in Delph League because he's just way too ridiculously rare. So this time around they buffed the spawn rate of O, so I decided I just want to kill O and call it a league. And yeah, so I think I dig down from like 400, and then I find O in 443. And this guy, turns out it's impossible to kill. Literally, for me, that's impossible to kill because his basic attack is doing more than 5,000 damage. His basic attack is doing 5,000. And his hits always ignites, so it's 5,000 damage, and then you get an ignite, which hurts a lot because that's a super big hit, and then you get an ignite from it, so it's basically impossible for me to do anything to him. I just keep getting one shot or get hit so hard that I need to jump around, and then he Withering Blade to me and kill me. So I tried like 5 times without even, I think I get him to 90% one time, and he do his shield charging phase. And I decided that yes, this is impossible to kill. I may as well find another one. And so I keep digging down, and I find another Vow Outpost boss. Even though it has attack speed and stuff, it felt and 30% extra monster damage. This guy here at 459 is still ridiculously easy compared to this O in 443, because the add the fire damage is just ridiculous on O. Like just because O actually converts 75. So I did research obviously to see how much to gauge how much do I need to kill this guy. So turns out he converts 75% physical to cold. So he's not doing his main damage mainly by physical, he's doing his damage mainly by elemental. So imagine if he has 100 base damage, he's gonna do 75 cold damage and 25 physical. Because you have 75 resist, he's gonna do 18 point something. Let's just say he do 19 cold damage. So turns out he do like half physical, half cold without other damage modifiers. And because he had 100% extra damage as fire, he do another 100 fire damage, which in turns becomes, say, if he has 100 base damage, will become 25 fire damage. So he will do this all with 100 base damage, will do 25 physical, 25 fire, and 19 cold, which just buff his damage out of control. He because his damage is balanced around you having 75% cold resistance, so they expect him to hit you for 3000, but it actually only half of it is physical. If you just get another added fire damage modifier or added elemental modifier, it just spiral out of control. It's like a 40%, 50% damage buff. On top of that, with the ignite, I just decided that no, this guy is not killable for me, for my build, or not in a million years with even other builds. So I decided that maybe I should just go back to like 400, 380, something like that to find it. And yeah. Also, another thing is that the first thing I decided that this guy is unkillable. The second thing is that I'm thinking, can I do anything about it if I do find another O, which is, you know, less ridiculous. I mean, it doesn't look like much, it's just one damage modifier, but it's actually making him ridiculous. From the point of manageable to ridiculous. It actually is. It is crazy how much damage it adds with the extra fire damage. So I decided that, can I do anything about it? So, like, and then, like, epiphany happens. It's like, hey, I'm doing the Minotaur build, and what other Minotaur gear you can get? Blastorm. It just struck me with the idea that, hey, I am a Juggernaut, and these unbreakable nodes give me armor received from body armor is doubled. So I'm like, hey, Blastorm is like having ridiculous amounts of armor, so maybe I can try it. So I bought this one with like, I forgot 20 or 30 chaos. It's not that much because not a lot of people use Blastorm. And I think only Juggernaut can really carry this chess piece without some other insane investment. Because as you can see, if I take it away, my damage, my armor is 1.6 thousand. This armor alone gave me 32k armor. Armor sucks when you cannot stack them. If you can stack them to like 30k or more, armor is actually ridiculously good. But again, I don't think it's an easy task to get 30k armor on any not Juggernaut ascendancy. But I am, so I decided to, hey, I'm just gonna chuck it in. I dropped to 74% resistance, but as soon as I get hit, I will gain endurance charge, and so as soon as I get hit, I will camo resist. So I'm like, fine, 74% for only the first hit is fine. So, and I get ridiculous amount of armor, and as you can see, I am gonna include the old fight, obviously, the Elder Guardian fights, and some Primordial Chamber Delve, Primordial Chamber Delve clips. As you can see, the ridiculousness of these amounts of armor. You can actually ignore most physical damage mods. Like, I got a leech, so I decided to slap in the blast dome, and then I did not craft the hybrid life on him. I got focus, physical reduction while focus, and chance to dodge while focus to synergize this with the blast dome. So I already got like, even if hit is like 5,000 damage, I can still mitigate 60-70%, I think. So yeah, it's pretty damn good. So you basically ignore most physical mobs, and because Unbreakable also gives you physical prevented from hits, they become life regen per second. So if you prevent 1,000 damage, 1.5% of them, which is 150, is going to regenerate per second for 10 seconds. So with this amount of armor, you mitigate so much physical damage. Together with the endurance charges you get when you get hit, it actually doubles or even more or triples your life regen when you are running around killing mobs. So it actually makes me ridiculously tanky against physical. So only thing that can really hurt me is elemental, and elemental damage is mostly avoidable. Nothing elemental hits you hard enough to one-shot you. The only thing that hit hard enough like that is maybe the Phoenix Explosion, maybe the Elder Shaper boss, Elder Spears. Nothing else actually hit hard enough to even bring me to half. So you always have time to react to elemental damage, but physical is most of the time what kills you. The random spike damage from physical is what kills you, and Blast Dome solved that problem on Juggernaut because you get so much armor from it, and you're immune to crit. You will still get crit, but you don't take extra damage. You will only suffer from the elemental elements. Maybe you get an ignite or something, but you take so little physical damage. None of them hit you hard enough to really make the crit matters. So you are basically immune to crit. So what you're losing is like from the Carcass Jack maybe 5% DPS, 10% movement speed, and the area, but as you can see, the area is still fine. So before that, I'm using Carcass Jack. I can use the initial slam to kill stuff, and then the explosion aftershock is gonna kill the remaining stuff or any rare or magic mobs. But right now, the initial slam, the area of the initial slam is no longer impressive, but the aftershock area is still good, as you can see here. The aftershock damage is still good, so yeah, I will live with it. And even if you chuck in con effect, it's still reasonable. The area is still reasonable, so it's enough for bosses and stuff. And so yeah, you give up a little bit of damage, which barely matters because this build doesn't emphasize on DPS. Losing 5% barely noticeable, but you get so much more defense that a lot of the time you can face tank. You can even face tank Shaper Slam, as long as you 100%, or you only need one of the following. Either have endurance charge, like even a non-zero amount of endurance charge, the focus additional reduction, or fortify. You only need one of these to survive Shaper Slam reliably. I actually actually tested on Shaper and let him slam me like 10 or so times. With any of these buff up, I can survive. With none of the above, a high roll Shaper slam can still kill you, but sometimes you still survive. But if you have any of the focus, additional reduction, or fortify or endurance charges, Shaper slam never kills you. One time the Shaper slam doesn't even bring me to half. I think that's with all the buff up. With all the buff up, the Shaper slam doesn't even bring me to half. It's like 2,000 damage or something. It's only 2,000 or 2,500 damage or something, the Shaper slam, with all the buff up. So yeah, you still don't want to take a Shaper slam, but you know, that's an option. If you really need to take a Shaper slam, you can survive with focus and stuff, or any of the buff. So it actually becomes ridiculously tanky, so I decided, hey, if I find another O, I can most likely kill him unless he has some kind of ridiculous mods. So I started to go to the side at around level 400. As you can see how far I've traveled, I bought so much Scarab. Basically, I used all my remaining money currency to buy Scarabs. Like, I found this one tile. I always get excited when I see this, but turns out it's the one tile. Disappointed. As you can see how far I've traveled, this is the smallest city that contains a boss I have ever seen, even on Reddit. It's like 2 tiles, and you got 1 boss. But it is not an O, so I continue to go forward. More cities without boss, more 1-tile cities. Another Lich, Primordial Ruin, still no boss, and finally I found him. This one only have 12% penetration, which seems like a lot. But again, as I said before, if you have no armor, he only do 25, like more than half physical. And yeah, if he has 100 base damage, he will do 25 physical and 19 cold damage. So penetration is like a 20-30% damage buff, which is not that much. On top of that, I am like 60 less death compared to the other O, so I'm confident I can do it. But I think because this is really the first time I actually get to practice the fight instead of only watching videos, it still took me like 15 to 20 tries. It should be less than 20. I think around 15 tries to get him down. I think the first time I get him to the ad phase, I actually kill him with that try. Because yeah, if I learn the fight enough to get him to the ad phase, I can kill him. Yeah, I'm gonna include the fight too in this video, I think. And yeah, it seems like, because again, this is the very first build I make, and I'm not good at making this kind of video, and it seems like I'm already talking for too long. So yeah, I'm gonna include some fights, like the old fight, like the Elder Guardian fight, Uber Elder Guardian fights. As you can see, you can tank everything. The physical guy, the golden guy that use Scorching Ray and throws weapons at you, that guy do physical damage, so you literally ignore his attacks. I also find a Lich, Abyssal Lich. You can ignore that guy's attack too. He got a bunch of landmines on the ground. You can just literally walk through all of that and not take any damage at all because of the armor we got. So yeah, you can basically tank anything that is mainly physical. And the primordial ruins used to be extremely dangerous because the projectile throwing guys are doing like 3,000 to 4,000 damage per hit without crit. But with now, when I slap in Blast Storm, they can't crit and they do no damage to me because of our armor. So Primordial Ruins is actually become a cakewalk after I use Blast Storm. Vow Outpost is way more dangerous because they do chaos damage and elemental. So yeah, Primordial Chamber, Primordial Ruins has just become a cakewalk for this build after I use the Blast Storm. So all in all, this is like I would really call the build a success. For my first build, it's really a success. The damage is just meh, but after I decided, hey, let's go full Minotaur, it actually becomes an extremely good build, I would say. And I would say after I use Blast Storm, the 450 delves are actually still pretty easy. They are still pretty easy. All of these delves are extremely easy after I use the Blast Storm. I rarely drop below half. I need to just stand there and tank some of the the little bugs that explodes after death. Those things can still hurt you for like 2,000, 3,000 damage per hit. Those things still hurts, but anything else just doesn't really do damage to you, and yeah, it is just that good. So yeah, I'm just gonna include some of the fights in the following remaining time of this video, and I already talk about 20 minutes, it's way too long. So thank you for joining. If you like the Minotaur hammer, just slap it on together with the Blast Storm, pick Juggernaut, and you're good to go. So yeah, thank you for joining, and I hope to see you next time. And you may or may not enjoy the following fights, but whatever. Goodbye. If you do physical, then I don't care. You don't care at all. He can't do any damage to you. I can step on all of his stuff and he do no damage to me. Don't care about your physical damage, just die. Yep, as you can see, you don't really take much damage because the elemental damage is not hurting that much. The main danger of this kind of ruins is the physical damage, but yeah, having a Blast Storm means you don't care about physical damage. So it just works, it just works. Despite having 12% penetration, the elemental damage is still manageable because, yeah, they expect you to have 75% resist, so I think like, only Shaper Boss or Elder Spear actually do enough elemental damage to pose a threat. I don't think anything else do enough elemental damage to endanger you if you have 5 to 6k life. It's always the physical damage, and yeah, Blast Dome just solve everything for me. So that's just perfect. Oh, hey. I literally need to stand still for like 5 seconds to die. Yep, as you can see, you don't care about primordial wounds. With this character, the Vow Outpost is actually more dangerous because they do chaos damage instead of physical and elemental. You don't care about abyssities, and you don't care about primordial wounds. You only care about Vow Outpost actually. What?
Hundreds of dead rotting soulless in the earth. What a meaningless waste. But your souls, yours will serve. Mortal. You try and try and try to break us, and yet the Syndicate is immortal. Do you think this will end any differently?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
Oh, hey. Riker or something?
Where you are going, the Lords have no hold. Your soul burns for me. Death will never come for an immortal.
You're no immortal. You're a thief. Nothing
guy?
more.
My mana is gone.
We are not so different, Tora. We both killed for the good of Rayclass. But now your hunt is over. Your soul burns for me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Feel death's grip. Darkness walls. Submit. Let our souls become entwined.
We must persevere. Too much hinges on this.
How many did you fruitlessly feed to your molten god, Redblade? Yours is one soul that will remain out of its reach. Your soul burns for me. Your soul burns for me. Give your soul to me.
Oh, right. Step on that again. What?
Feel death's grip.
I mean, I already did the challenge, so luckily.
Your hopeless cause will destroy you.
Oh, he's
My
doing the
cause fuels me.
stupid skeletons. And you're supposed to step on them and...
Any system of belief taken too far
Well,
can end in tragedy.
you need Quicksilver, I think,
Now,
if you want to do that. Where is she?
your soul burns for me. burns for me. Give your soul to me.
What?
Give your soul. Don't do this, exile.
Okay.
You can still join us. It's your chance
She does
to
no
bring back
damage.
anyone you've ever loved or cared. Stop.
She does no.
I can bring
She
them
does
back.
no damage.
Joanna, I can bring your entire order back.
She does
Just
no
give me-
damage. And all one shot.
Then it is done.
Katarina does no damage, but all one shot me. Yeah, he basically does no damage. Considering. Oh shit! Yeah, this is miles easier than all. This guy is miles easier than all. Okay, the chaos deuce is exploding on me though. Okay. Yeah, this guy's easy, man. This guy's easy. This is the physical guy. I can tank the shit out of him. I think. Oh no, this is the fire guy. Okay, he do fire damage. Don't tank his slam. Don't tank his slam. But otherwise, yeah, you tank really well.
This is the key to a crucible that stretches the sanity of a mind.
I think this guy's slam is physical though. That is, I think, at least half chaos. Hey, it's physical. It does no damage to me.
the key to a crucible that stretches the sanity of the mind.
Yeah, this is a lightning guy. You can't tank this guy because he doesn't do physical damage. So every other guy at least do some physical. Well, you need to kite a little bit for this guy though.
This is the key to
Because you only have 2 charges
the sanity
for your for your flask, so this guy is physical, I think. Except the Scorching Ray. I think his weapon slams are physical, so yeah, it's physical, 100% physical, okay. You just ignore them. You just ignore them. As long as you are doing physical, I don't care. You literally
This is the key to a
you take no
crucible
damage.
that stretches
You
the
literally
sanity
take no
of the
damage.
mind.
And other O. Okay, coin effect. Okay, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Okay, I can take a hit from that at least. Okay, I exploded all of his thing now. Okay. Okay. It works. It works. That blocks your way. Yep. What? Oh, that thing exploded on me. I didn't see that. Yeah, that attack. Are you serious? Oh, he's gonna do that. Fuck that. No. All right. What? Oh my god, okay. He already exploded. That's bad. That thing is gonna explode on me. Yeah, this thing already exploded, so
My mana is gone.
okay, Okay, we got to add phase. We got to add phase. Are you gonna blow on me? Fine, I'm just gonna use flares. Wait, you can go. Oh, you can go near them in the add phase. Okay, okay. It works then. It works then. I just need to pay attention to him. Don't get caught with his. Don't get caught with his attacks after the thing. And I don't get about. Oh, what the fuck? That damage? Whoa. Fuck. Okay. Get fuck!